I'm a musician, basically, composer, based in Edinburgh. Yeah.
So tell us about your collaboration with Kathy.
With Kathy. So I met Kathy. I'm not sure how many. Quite a few years ago now. I was living in I've moved back and forth in and out of Edinburgh quite a lot, and we worked on a couple of her songs. Then she moved to the States. So most of the time when I've been working with her, it's been remotely, which is quite interesting. So she works in a studio in the East Coast, in Connecticut, and then she'll send files across, and I'll often play on them, send them back, do a bit of back and forth. And she's on the road quite a lot with her work and with various things. So sometimes there's a producer, Steve, who's in New York. Sometimes she's on the west coast of America and I'm in Edinburgh, and we're working on the same project at the same time. So that's quite fun, and it works quite well actually. And 2 years ago, I was in New York, so I got to play on her album there at the same time, and so it's nice to do some playing while we're actually in the same country, because it's funny, we know each other's work quite a lot, but it's actually been a sort of this remote collaboration, so it's nice to actually just get together and play through stuff and work a bit. You can work a bit quicker that way as well. You don't have to send an email or try to find each other on the phone or Skype or something.
Do you have a lot of other collaboration like this where you play just
remote? No, I mean I've done some arranging for other people, but that's a bit more sort of receive something and then make an arrangement which is then finished, whereas when I work with Kathy there's quite a lot of, it's more of a collaboration because we send things back and forward, and I know sometimes she's sent me something and I've played on it, and then she's like, well actually I'm going to change the style a little bit to fit more what you've done, and there's it's more like you're working together in a studio, but just over over the Atlantic.
And tell us about tonight's jam with Harry.
Oh, yeah.
How long have you been playing together, and how did you meet?
Yeah, Harry and I, we met through a bass player friend in Edinburgh when I was still living here, up until 3 years ago. And I asked Harry if he would be interested in doing piano. I'd never heard him play. Anyway, I ended up moving to the States, so the first time Harry and I actually played together was never together. It was Harry sending files over to America. So he's actually been on the first album and the second album, and the first time we ever played together was last summer. I think it was June. We did a little radio show here on Shore Radio. We did 3 songs together, and we actually just jammed that morning, and we had never played together live, so it was a real buzz. Tonight was the second time ever in 3 years Harry and I have got to collaborate, so it's been really nice. We played some of the songs we played, on the radio show, but I've tried out with him some other pieces, which is great for me because I'll go back to America, and again I'll have to send a file, a Logic Pro file, and Harry in darkness will put his piano on and I will try and imagine what he's trying to do. So for us to collaborate even on 2 or 3 pieces tonight was great. It gives the bedrock to what we'll do in the studio in the next couple of months.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your recording album is going on now, or?
I've got an EP already.
Okay.
I've already had it mastered. It's a 6-track EP, but really it was finishing. I think we completed it in October, and really even for indie musician, you don't just put out an album, you need to have some momentum, tell people about it. So I kind of decided not to put it out. I think I probably won't do it until February or March, because we're getting into the Christmas season as well now. And I actually like now doing videos of each of my songs if I can, because I think it tells more about the song. you know, so I released a video called Born by the Water. I wanted to write, because I wrote the song in Woodstock, and so I wanted to film in Woodstock. There's a whole story around how earthy Woodstock is, and so it's great material to tell people not just about a 3-minute song, but the making of the song. So I suspect the EP may become not a 6-track but an 8-track, because we've done a few more. There's another 4 songs that no one's ever heard. And some of these, like Warriors, will come out. It's not going to be on the EP, it will be its own single. Hopefully with a community video. So there's actually another 10 to 12 songs that no one's ever heard that I probably need to get out at the rate we're going. I'm not sure. I think that's the freedom of being an indie musician. I'll just go with when it feels right.
And what would you take back to America from this staying in Edinburgh?
It's just geography. That's it. I mean, you can be, doesn't matter whether I'm 5,000 miles away or 2,000 or 250. To have relations, I call them ships, be they relationships, intimate or family, friendships, I call them ships that move and travel. It doesn't matter where you are. So it's just geography. You just have to get yourself there, and then you're back in with where you need to be.
Nice.
Hopefully. That's my thinking anyway.
I like it.
Yeah, I call them ships.
I'll take something down from there.
Oh, good, I'm glad.
Thank you.
Thank you.